Hi, I am Catherine Lavashinsky with your breaking story of the day. We have just been informed that there was a massive meteor hit in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It has generated massive waves that are headed towards the west coast of North America. We have a scientist, Bethany Dudar, standing by in studios to explain further about what this means.
Oh, hi there, Catherine. Well, it appears that the meteor has caused waves vertically as high as about 100 feet that are being propelled our way. These waves are known as tsunamis and are highly dangerous. Now, it appears that this tsunami has been caused by a meteor, which is very, very rare. Most tsunamis are caused by a series of waves, which usually are caused by earthquakes, landslides, or volcanic eruptions. This one was very rare. Now, tsunamis are very common in Japan. They can be as long as 100 kilometers and as far as 1 hour apart. Tsunamis can cross the entire ocean without a great loss of energy.
So, Professor, you're saying that this meteor caused the biggest tsunami seen in today's history?
Well, this tsunami, Kaylin, is one of the biggest that we have seen in the history of the world.
Now let's hear from our crew down at the scene.
Yeah, I thought like someone was coming to get me, like the aliens. Like it was really weird and it was really loud. Like, you know, like the train, I thought it was coming to hit me. Like, yeah.
Okay. Well, then.
Tsunamis don't always approach the land as a series of waves. Sometimes tsunamis can approach as a rapidly rising tide. They can be as loud as a freight train, which is probably why our local Carson thought that the train was coming.
Oh, what's that? Interesting. I was just talking to Bethany Dudar, the scientist, back at the studio, and she says that the reason it sounded like a train is because tsunamis can often sound like freight trains because they're so large and powerful.
We have Professor Bethany Dudar in studios to answer some questions. So, Bethany,
yes,
we are all wondering what are some things we can do to prevent such damage for the next tsunami?
Well, one of the things you can do to be cautious about a tsunami is along the coastline you can plant trees, which help a lot with the tsunamis and preventing them to hit the land.
Okay, great. That's some awesome information. People are also wondering, what if a tsunami hits again? What should they do?
Well, if you see a tsunami coming, it's usually too late. Don't stand and admire. Do your best to get to high ground. If you hear a tsunami warning, the best place is to be on high ground because a tsunami usually only comes in about as much as 1,000 feet, which is a large amount, but if you're on high ground, you usually should be safe.
Okay, great. Thank you. And we really appreciate you coming here and answering our questions.
Thank you very much.
And
So, Carson, how did you manage to get away from the tsunami?
I was like suntanning on my roof.
Oh, where do you live? What's the area around your house like?
It's like on a big hill thing over there with like lots of trees, I think, around the area.
Oh, that's good. Our Bethany Dudar, our scientist back in the studio, she says that trees can help stop the tsunamis, the force of them, and the hill is a high ground. What's that? Another tsunami? Coming this way? Look behind me? What?
Kelsey, are you okay? Thank you for joining us on KCBC News. Be safe and have a good night. Welcome to KCBC News. After doing some research on our unexpected tsunami, yesterday we found some footage of our 1946 earthquake that hit Vancouver Island. Let's take a look. Hi, welcome to KCBC News. June 23rd, 1946. It is 10:30 a.m. We have just been informed that an earthquake has hit Vancouver Island. The earthquake has caused great damage on the coast of the island. Let's go down to the scene with reporter Kelsey Kettner.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Kettner reporting for KCBC News. I'm down here live at the scene with Carson Dodd after seeing this huge tsunami causing earthquake. Carson, what did you feel?
I felt the ground shaking, so I ran out of my house and I watched it fall to the ground.
Oh, wow. Did you notice any flooding?
Yeah, well, I live on top of a hill, so I could see the water rushing in from the coastline. The tide was rising really rapidly.
Huh, interesting. Well, let's talk to Professor Bethany Dudar and find out what the cause of this destructive earthquake may have been.
Hi there, Catherine. Most of the tectonic earthquakes that occur are at tectonic plate boundaries. This one occurred from a crustal event. This earthquake is the largest one we have seen in the history of Canada. A seismometer recorded an 8.1 on the moment magnitude scale. It was felt from Portland, Oregon to Prince Rupert, BC. From our research, the earthquake is from a strike-slip fault corresponding to the lengthy axis of Vancouver Island, known as the Beaufort Range Fault. We have found the epicenter of the earthquake. It was at the central Vancouver Island in the Forbidden Plateau. Typically, a tsunami causing earthquake would be caused by a sudden slip in the plates on the sea floor. Go.
Thank you, Bethany Dudar, for the information. So far, we know that there's only been 2 casualties. One had a heart attack from the shock of the earthquake, and the other drowned in a wave. Thank you for joining us on KCBC News. Have a good night.